Hello? Okay. Our microphone has a mind of her own. What's up? Hello. I feel fine, but my voice is doing something weird this morning, so sorry. A hype chest? I've never seen this. Open. Share. I guess we got a new emote. Hello. Hello, everyone. Don't look at my pimple. I put makeup on it, but, what can you do? This shirt I thrifted. It's really cute. It's really cute. There's no tag in it, but it's, made too well, I think, to be, homemade. What I don't like, I wish this part was bigger, because this part goes, across my boob. I wish it was more of, a baby doll tee. Not tee, I guess. Baby doll blouse. But you guys don't really see that part of me, so it's really not a big deal that it's not perfect. Ow. Good morning. Good morning. Hello. I'm still putting cream cheese on my bagel, so nice to see everyone. It's been a month since our last stream, but yeah, we streamed right before Felix had top surgery, right? My little crime. My little crime is that I basically woke up pumped and then had to get ready to work. So I haven't really snuggled the baby today. Just a little bit. But I'll snuggle him a lot when we're done. Empire waist. Do you guys not... Maybe I'm old. At my high school, which we had uniforms, but they called them baby doll shirts. And I'm realizing now I don't really know why. But yeah, Empire waist is right. Is Hag Energy here? Does anyone know? They don't have to be. They just had a baby. Spoiler alert. I'm good. I slept my full 6 hours last night. How are you guys? Felix is good. They're healing pretty good. I think that's the problem, though, is they feel pretty good. And that makes it even more annoying that they can't hold the baby. Of breaking down after going on a small bump. The baby's good. Right now he's supposed to be napping. I don't know if that will be successful. He has a hard time going to sleep while he's not being held. Getting married on Friday. Oh my gosh. Congratulations. Welcome back. Welcome back, Pumpkin Pillow. Yeah, let's do a tour. We've got skeleton blanket. We've got pumpkin pillow made out of 2 rugs. We've got our Care Bear, our Halloween Care Bear, and also 2 thrifted Halloween pillows. I love Halloween, as we all know. I love Halloween. However, Christmas is where I really shine. Halloween is where we both love both, but Halloween is definitely, I think, Felix's favorite over Christmas. But I love Christmas so much. Thank you. It is a day bed. This is the girl bed. Not girl as in gender. Girl as in #clean. #not made of crumbs. Smoking more weed than I probably should with a lung condition. I'm no doctor. So who am I to give you any advice? Girl is in no crumbs. Girl Beth, even. So true. So true. Is Penles here? Not that they have to. I know people have jobs. People have jobs and hobbies and other things they need to do. I get it. I'm so excited to see everyone. She ate and left no crumbs. That's so true. What have y'all been up to the last month? Anybody else get engaged or married, I guess? Job? Never heard of her. Don't even know what that is. Thank you. I have highlighter on. I'm tricking you. Hello, welcome, Sophie. Glad that you're here. Modesta. I know this name. Bobbyist, hello.
We are so
Amita, hello. I've been making a puppet. I love that. Visited my new apartment. I love that. Got engaged in August. We might go secretly sign some papers in December. Love that. Happy anniversary to Weekend 7. Sent a kid to college. Amazing. Oh my god, speaking of, not exactly that. We went to a wedding. Me and the baby went to a wedding. It was like right after Felix had top surgery, so they didn't go. The bride is the one we're not related to. Like, we know her. We see her at family events and stuff. But I had never met her family. This is the first time meeting her family. The baby did not want to be quiet for the ceremony, so I'm like standing in the back because he's like, he wasn't upset or anything, but he like had a lot to say, you know. We're standing at the back waiting on the ceremony to start. This beautiful woman comes and stands next to me, and she's in charge of the flower girl, who is the couple that's getting married. It's their kid. And so I'm like, you know, she must be close to the family. She's hanging out with the couple's kid. And I'm like, hi, you know, I'm Morgan. This is baby. We're, you know, the grooms. I'm married to one of the groom's cousins, who couldn't be here. You know, who were you? And she was like, oh, I'm her name. I'm the bride's mom. And I, because of who I am as a person, who just says what she's thinking, was like, oh my god, you're so young. Which is a rude thing to say, I think, maybe. And she was like, oh, well, I had her really young. And then I was like, I was trying to, like, compliment her, you know? I was trying to be like, oh my god, you look so good. Girl, what's your secret? And instead, I think it came off like,
Yeehaw.
I don't know. So now I think I'm going to text the cousin and be like, hey, if your wife's mom thought that I was being weird, I was trying to be complimentary. But I think maybe she thought I was being judgmental. I just thought she looked really young. Because people out here in the Pacific Northwest do look really young. So that's something that happened. There was something else I wanted to tell everyone. I'm trying to remember now. Literally, that's what I'm worried. I'm worried that's what she thinks I said. But, I don't know. Hang on. I've made a note. Oh, did everyone see my thread this morning? Because I thought it was really funny. I thought of it at like 1 a.m. and I was like, I have to post this during the daytime tomorrow. What I said was, hold on. Sorry for my attitude, everyone. It's that time of the month. And then asterisk. And then when I have to perform, and then it says asterisk. When I have to perform at-home surgery with my nail clippers and my 3 ingrown toenails. Accidentally Southern compliment is so true. Isn't it crazy? Does everyone want to hear it? So we were filming our Patreon video, and the baby is just like babbling. And I would like to be clear before anyone's like, you guys are stupid. It's not really his first word. He's just like putting sounds together. He doesn't know what he's saying. This is not him talking. But this sounds like he's saying hello.
And now we kind of got it swapped. Yeah. What?
Isn't that so crazy? It sounds like he's saying hello. And he's not. But it sounds like hello. I'm gonna put my cream cheese and my pesto in the hint fridge. That's so smart of me. So I don't have to go all the way back to the kitchen. It's so clear. Beautiful gluten. Little baby gluten. It's so crazy. Yeah. We posted our birth vlog this morning.
Yeehaw.
I'm worried
I'm 2 years.
Babies usually start saying, like, their first kind of words between, like, 8 and, like, 12 months. It's, like, a huge range. But, hello. It's giving Renesmee. He does have a lot to say. We talk to him a lot, also. What I was gonna say. We posted our birth vlog this morning. I am... If you're not on Patreon, I'm trying to be on YouTube on purpose. It has the best pay for creators. It's like the easiest, not easiest, it's the hardest content that we make because it takes so long. It's the most fun to film, I feel like. Because I can yap and then edit it later. Versus like when we're filming for TikTok or anything else really.
Yeehaw.
Like you have to like
Hey, lady, you
plan it a little better.
someone's stream.
I feel like YouTube's the best. I like it. Yeah. So, I am trying to not lie, but in order to grow, we only have 10,000 followers on YouTube. Which like is still a lot, but like we have 520 something thousand on TikTok. I need like just half of them to get to YouTube. And we would be so set. We don't have any brand deals lined up, which is stressful. So I'm trying to like get more into YouTube. Veronica, who I don't think is here, but Veronica is editing. Slay. And then I'm also going to be editing some. And my hope is that we'll be like people who upload like a real video weekly and like 2 or 3 shorts a week. Because like even though I don't really scroll YouTube shorts, thank you. There's like a lot of people who do. And so I'm trying to put like our funniest. But the problem with YouTube shorts is it has to be less than a minute. Even though everything else it's like less than a minute and a half is ideal. Yeah. Brand deals are very dry, especially if you're gay or fat. The thin cis people I know are doing okay. Thin cis straight are doing all right. And good. I'm not mad at them for doing well. We might get management.
You're so true, bestie.
I don't know if that'll help or not. I hope it does. But anyway, YouTube is the best because, like, you don't have to pay anything to watch. You don't have to pay anything to watch here either. But we only really make money when people do pay to watch here. We make a little bit on ads, but not much. And we make a lot more on YouTube. And right now we're only making like $100 a month on YouTube. So it'd be great if we could make that more than that. My name's Morgan. My pronouns are she, her. If you'd like to share your name and their pronouns in the chat, you can. If you want to say you're trying something out, you can. Hello. Okay, so here's the thing. We used to go live on TikTok. People are so mean on TikTok. I don't know how many lives you watch. But people are so mean. I've been considering they. Slay, Ashley. I'm so sorry about using slay. Here's what happened. Felix and I are in our, like, girl and, like, slay era. Because it started as a joke to the baby. And now we can't stop saying it. Yes, exactly. Thank you. Thank you, Red. Emily, they, she, love it. MB, love some letters. Colleen, trying out she, they. Unfortunately, I have also been in my slay era. I keep being like, you have to stop saying it. We both keep being like, you have to stop saying it. Thank you. Yeah, here's the thing. Meeting Felix and meeting Felix's family 6 years ago. My hair's so greasy. Don't look. Yeah, we have a very they-heavy chat. It's why we kind of default to use they, them for everyone, because it's hard to remember all 100 of you's pronouns. with the exception of, like, 10 people who are here basically every time. And even then, it gets hard to remember. We're all a bunch of queers. Anyway, meeting Felix's family like 6 years ago, they watched so much YouTube, and I was like, I've never met anyone who watches YouTube as if it's like its own subscription service. Like, what a strange group of people. They're so unusual. And it turns out they're not. There's lots of people in the country who really like YouTube, and I just wasn't one of them until very, very recently. They heavy, autism heavy, disabled heavy. What can I say? Yeah. We're a fun group. I pretty much exclusively watch YouTube and Twitch. I don't watch that much Twitch actually to be honest. I feel like it's so hard starting a new Twitch streamer. Does that make sense? Like, you're really, like, jumping in when you're meeting a new Twitch streamer. So I like to kind of already know them, which is hard. I'm obsessed with Cozy K, as we all know. My baby is actually also obsessed with Cozy K. I haven't posted it. I don't want to use, like, the baby too much. Like, we're not showing his face or using his name in content, but I also don't want to, like, I don't really want to show him at all in most of our content, ideally. The problem is we're, like, lifestyle content creators, and our lifestyle right now revolves around the baby. So, anyway, but I have a video of the back of his head talking to the screen, and he's just, like, babbling at Cozy K's video. But I have a theory. I think I'm going to tell her this in a voice memo, unless any of you, if any of you guys are friends with her in real life, let her know. But I have a theory that because I have, like, I have, like, my work streamer vlogging voice that I'm using, and, like, obviously it's very similar in speech pattern-ish to Cozy K, like, very, very loosely, but, like, I am curious if, because obviously I was streaming a lot while I was pregnant, because it's, like, you're just sitting down, and that was, like, usually when he would, like, fall asleep in utero, like, really fall asleep, if it's, like, comforting to him, because I'm not really playing, like, our YouTube videos for him, although I played, like, our honeymoon vlog for him not too long ago, and it was very cute. It's so hard, Red. I have this picture, sorry, my jaw's going through something. I have a really good picture of, it's 2 pictures of the baby, and then a baby picture of Felix and a baby picture of me. And every day, it takes everything in me to not post it to Maine. Because I won't be sharing his face, because I'm brave, and it's a decision we made as a family. I cannot express to you how much this baby looks exactly like both of us. It's insane. And I'm so brave to not share it. Anyway, yeah, I watch a lot of Cozy K. I've seen all of her stuff now. I just started following someone named Tofu Goop, who has, like, 30,000 followers. His hair does change. Every day we're like, maybe he's blonde. Maybe he's brunette. Maybe he's redhead. I don't know what's going on with his hair. You're very brave, not so binary, right? Yeah, if you haven't watched our birth vlog yet, which just came out this morning, at the very end of it, we go over, like, boundaries. Because, oh my god, we have to talk about this. We posted it on Patreon, so I'm sure a lot of y'all have already seen it, but, we went to Felix's first top surgery, like, appointment. No, their second one, the one where they got their drains out. First of all, it's in Portland, which is annoying, because, like, I don't know how to drive there. I don't know how to park there. One thing about Americans, I will be, like, sitting in my living room, dreaming, being like, oh, I wish we had good public transportation. I wish that we had a walkable community. And then I go somewhere like Portland where it's so hard to park my car because like it's supposed to be more walkable. And I'm like, I hate this. This is horrible. And it's, you know, I'm a hypocrite is what I'm saying. And it's not true. I think if like, you know, public transportation was easier to get to, the duality of a woman, sometimes you yearn and then you realize, it would be such a big change. Although I saw TikTok recently. That's not true. I think it was on Instagram. I'm not on TikTok. I saw a video recently of some city in some place where it used to be like very car focused, and then like the whole city made a commitment to be more walkable and stuff, and they like changed it, and now it is. And so people were like, it's possible. People who take their babies on public transportation are so brave, because I think that's the other thing is I actually am not that scared to go by myself as like a 30-year-old vaccinated person, but having a 3-month-old who only has some vaccinations because you don't get most of them till like throughout your whole first year. Can you tell us about your second pregnancy twin theories while Dad isn't here? Yes, I sure can. Couple of things. Number one, my husband, their whole life, has been like, I don't want twins. I'm not interested in twins. Which I feel is always the people who end up with surprise twins. Always. 100% of the time. Secondly, we've continued to say in our relationship, like, you know, if it was more affordable to be a person, like, maybe we'd have more kids, maybe, but, like, honestly, like, 2's gonna be, like, a dream. Like, you know, 2, like, if we can only have a second one if we can afford it. You know, 2 would be great, 2 would be great, da, 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 da. It's the other reason I think we're gonna end up having twins the second time. Third, on a logic basis, and this is all, like, by very small percentages, the things I'm about to tell you, so don't get stressed out. It's not like you have all these things and you have an 80% chance of having twins. Hi, Dad. Dad's got Bob.
You gonna tell the story?
Oh, I mean, no, go ahead. I'm just talking about twins.
Here, you saved a chair for him.
I did.
That's so kind of you.
That's so nice.
Here we go. Let's just...
I don't know if they'll be able to see. Yeah, you gotta go back. He's gonna go under the girl bed.
No. He's like, all right, here. Morgan,
He's here.
No, man.
The
There
boy.
he is.
Here comes the boy.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. This is a... The rumors of my demise have been greatly exaggerated.
He's back and stronger than ever. Bob, how do you feel about the baby?
He's purring. I think confused. I think George is the one that's the most, you know...
George has been the most...
want to be there near and like looking at him.
Curious.
Yes. Okay, Bob. Say bye-bye. I know there's a chair for you, too. I know. Here.
And he's ready to stream. Baby reveal.
Yeah. Little furry.
Are you sleeping?
What is our thing?
Anyway. My third reason is all the things I'm about to list are things that increase your chance of twins. And I'd like to be clear, only by like 1%, 2%, or like decimals of percentages. Being over 30, being plus size, having PCOS, the medication that they put me on to ovulate normally. The total chance is still very low, essentially. But it goes from being like 2% to like 6%. So tripled. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Especially if you're over 35. Which I don't think I will be. I think I'll be closer to like, hopefully, closer to like 33. It doesn't run in either of our families. I have a sister who has twins, but they did IVF, so that's why. But, oh my god, I didn't realize I said planning a subathon. We're not. Sorry. Don't get scared. We're just yapping. Yeah, it doesn't run in either of our families. But that's the other reason I'm like, I'm suspicious. You know what I mean? Maybe you guys don't have this, and maybe it's because I have OCD. But when something doesn't happen to anyone around me, I feel like it's likely to happen to me. Yes, that's the other thing. We almost got twins with our current baby. If you didn't know this. If you didn't know this, buckle up. It's kind of a short story, actually. But I think they do this every time, but especially when you get pregnant while you're going to a fertility clinic. When you finally get pregnant, you go for like your first ultrasound at like 6.5 weeks where they can hopefully hear the heartbeat. They don't always, and it doesn't even mean anything's wrong. Some babies like just kind of grow a little slow. So like you just really need to hear a heartbeat by like 8.5 weeks, I think. But we did hear this baby's heartbeat. He was looking great at 6.5 weeks. But yes. So you go in for your first, they call it a dating scan, because they're like making sure you got pregnant on the day that you said you did, which we know the actual day we got pregnant. The day that he was conceived, which is October 6th of last year. Which, if you're familiar with what the past year's been like, it's a specific date to some other horrible things that have happened, which is so much. Awkward timing is so true. But we know what day we got pregnant, which is crazy. Anyway, so we go for our dating scan. They hear the heartbeat, that's great. And then they're like, also, if you didn't know this, I guess content warning for medical talk. I'm not going to say anything about, like, fluids. So don't think it's that. But if you didn't know this, because you have no friends who've ever been pregnant or you've never been pregnant yourself, your first couple of scans when you're pregnant are not like the typical ultrasound you see in a movie on your belly. They stick this, like, arm inside of you. Mm-hmm. I think it just means he was born to be about the Palestinian movement. You're so right. Free Palestine, says the baby. Yes. It's like a foot long. It's only like maybe an inch or an inch and a half in diameter. But it is long. Do you get to pick whose arm? Sorry, yes, not a human arm. It's a wand. I'm so sorry. I didn't even consider the fact that they do stick an arm inside of you later. A real arm. I got one. They asked if I wanted to insert. That's so bonkers. Yes, I'm so sorry I tricked everyone. I didn't even consider that they stick a real arm inside of you. It's sorry. I was being dramatic. It is not fist size. It's like an inch and a half. It's a wand. They also use it for internal bladder ultrasounds. Yeah, it's so much. But anyway, Noah, my sweet baby, my firstborn. How are you, my love? Anyway, sorry. So, they stick this wand inside you. But, you look at the baby, they're like, here's the heartbeat. Oh my god, so cute. Also, the baby at 6 weeks, literally, they're just like, they look like a jelly bean. They don't have any arms or legs or eyes or anything. They barely have a heartbeat. It's brand new. But, you guys are so cute. Anyway, then they go and they look at your ovaries. And the reason they're looking at your ovaries is to make sure that they're like shut off, essentially. Because when you get pregnant, what's supposed to happen is your body's like, oh, okay, she's pregnant. Let's not drop any more eggs. Goal accomplished. We don't need to do anything. So they look at my right and my left. And also an ultrasound tech can tell like which follicle on your ovaries like dropped the egg that you got pregnant with, so they can be like, oh, it was your left one that you got pregnant with, or like, oh, it was your right one. And they can also see if your ovary was making multiple eggs to drop. And we had one that was like so close to being dropped, but stopped. And so she was like, oh, you almost had twins. And I was like, what? And she was like, yeah, so if you look right here, and I don't know, if anyone knows any ultrasound technicians, don't tell them. Everyone who says they can tell what's happening is lying. They're lying. Only the ultrasound tech knows. She's like a wizard. Anyway, she's like pointing at the wavy black lines. And she's like, you know, here's your ovary and here's an egg and da-da-da-da. So she could literally see. Again, it just looked like blah, blah, to me. She was like, this egg almost dropped and you could have had twins. And I was like, she's pregnant, shut down the tubes. It's really cool. Ultrasound equals tarot reading is so true. Close the door. Yeah, it was so bonkers. Anyway, yes, that's the other reason I think we're gonna have twins. Not for a while. We're not planning on trying to get pregnant again till this baby's like 2 or 3. And that's, again, only if we could financially afford it. I would happily watch an Osmosis Jones about pregnancy. Very happily. I think it'd be really informative. But yeah. That's what happened. Isn't that crazy? So much. I'm so glad someone remembered that because I totally forgot. But yeah. Parenting is going great. Love that. I hope this is all still connected because I really don't want to reconnect it. Let's see. Look at that. Twins would be nuts, especially with top surgery. So true. I think if we had found out we were having twins this time, they probably would have pushed their top surgery, which would have been sad. But I can't. It's already been so hard just with one. And with people living in our house who help us all the time. It's still so much. Which one is this on? Oh, there we go. Okay. Nice. My gap between my SD and first son. Stepdaughter. Magical gap. The gap between my middle and youngest is 2.5. So much harder. We're closer. That's the thing. Go on. Go ahead, Bobbyist. I haven't decided if we're restarting the island. I haven't decided. I can tell you right now, this is too loud, though. Oh my god. Oh, it probably needs to be updated. Who has 9 years older or younger than them? There's 9 years between our baby and the twins, my sister's kids, and there's also 9 years between me and my sister. Been playing lots of Stardew. I did see the announcement. I'm very excited. We have an Excel sheet about it. That we have a similar thing. I won't go into details, I guess, because I'm not trying to like give everybody's information. But in Felix's family, the way that the grandkids were born is like so far been replicated with the first 3 great grandkids as far as their gap. So there's like 2 years and then 3 months between the next 2. 2 years between the first 2 and then 3 months between the next 2. Oh, it's raining. I haven't opened this. When's the last time we played together? That's the last time I opened this. So everyone's going to hate me, which is the other reason I'm thinking about just restarting. I spelled Girltopia with a lowercase g on here. And now I don't know if that's what I want. I think I want it to be an uppercase G. I love the rain. We didn't get very far. Puddles is leaving. Yeah, I think I only have... Now, if I had Gale on this island, I would not restart. I had Gale once, and every day I'm like, I wish I hadn't restarted because I miss Gale so much. Okay, let's just go see. I don't even know who lives here. Oh, my bad. I have Gale on mine, but I lost my Switch? Oh, no. Yeah, I don't even remember who lives here. I don't think there's anyone I'm super attached to except maybe Sasha. Because we were like, Sasha's a boy who's a girl. Oh, yeah, see, I don't care about... Is this Charlize? Yeah, I don't care about her. It's been like 8 months. My bad. Sorry, girl. Uppercase G is more girl. That's what I'm thinking. That's how I'm feeling. Did you guys watch Cozy K play Tales of the Shire? Fuck that green bear. We don't care about her. No, literally, I was growing a person. I've been busy. I don't like most of these villagers. I think Sasha's the only one I remember really liking. Oh my god, here he is. He is so cute, though. That's true. If I restart, I do get to villager hunt. I mean, I only get to villager hunt if I have any tickets, which I don't. Erase the timeline. Yeah, I think Sasha's the only one I care about. And I have oranges, which I also don't really care about. It's still the same me. I know because I wrote my name in all my underwear. Okay, here's Daisy. She's so cute. I do have 70,000 bells. I don't need any. She is really cute, though. Yeah, and I don't have really many flowers. I don't think I've done really anything on this island. We did some stuff together. I mean, I've got the upgraded Nooks, I guess. Do I? Is this regular Nooks? This is regular, right? Hold on one second, the baby's crying.
Did they hear?
Can y'all hear him? I can scooch.
Yeah. He screamed. I had to poop for 4 minutes.
He hated it.
I had to poop for 4 minutes. He was dead asleep when I left.
He said, not anymore.
Can you imagine if I was duct tape?
Okay, you could take your top off. Show everyone. Sorry, not your shirt.
Oh. I was like, girl, I don't
Just your
think so.
Band-Aid.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I can't believe you. That was so mean.
he said dad pooped faster. He burst into tears.
That was so sad.
Literally, like, he does not cry that hard. Like, hardly ever.
Okay.
He did in the
Turn
car.
sideways.
Flat.
Isn't that crazy? Can I touch you?
Yeah. Flat, flat, flat.
It makes it really hard to grab your breast,
Yeah.
which is one of my favorite activities.
Yeah, Morgan's recovering from that.
I am. I'm also recovering from top surgery.
Anyway, I don't know if you guys heard, but it sounded like I was pinching the baby. And actually what happened was he woke up scared because nobody was there. And normally the second he opens his eyes, he's getting 1,500 kisses. And so...
He said, no one's here to worship me now.
He says, what's going on? Why is there no smooches?
This baby has an amazing walking away radar.
It's wild. It is very wild. I know. I know.
His old man hair is really incredible.
He is getting hair on top of his head. He says, please. He says, put me in the movie.
He wants to be in the movie so bad.
He does.
You see the baby in the mirror?
Sweet boy.
Baby in the mirror.
He Yes, he does take after his mother. He's a Gemini, but he's a Leo. He quite literally, he cried so hard. It was
so loud.
It was like 2 scream cries, and I was like, girl, why you do this to me? Make me sound like I'm pinching you. Yeah, very much so. Okay, here's my flatness. I have my surgical binder that I have to wear for a month. It's so bad. A Gemini and a crybaby. So true. Y'all have that in common.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. That was so mean. I can't believe
I know.
Daddy went to the bathroom.
Heart-wrenching behavior. Oh my god. Yeah, ours, listen, he's really not screamy.
No.
Thank you. I'm excited about
We have a
this.
very chill baby. We're very lucky. Yeah.
Big yawn.
Did nobody
big
get
yawn.
you your baby latte? They didn't make you a breast milk latte?
No breast milk latte. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You ready to take him back?
Yeah.
What do you want me to put on?
I guess just BRB. I'll be right back.
Okay.
He was almost a twin Gemini. But he's not. You know, honestly, I don't know if we can handle of 2. Both emotionally and, like, he's the cutest baby in the world. How would I don't know how anyone has twins, because I would just be staring at both of them going like this. And at least with Gonzo, you know, I just have to look one way. Okay, yeah, this is the small Nook's Cranny, right? Yeah, there's no tag in my shirt. I don't know where it's from. I should take a picture and do the Google reverse thing. I also really love Fall Animal Crossing. This is the full one? Oh no. Is it horrible if I restart? I want a clean slate, you know? I definitely don't have Cap'n. Did I see everyone? Did I go in this house? Who's in here? Yeah, it sounds like lockdown. Restart. Oh, yeah. See, I don't care about her. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it, Barbie. No, doesn't it? It's so cute. Okay. What do I do? How do I shut this down? Okay, yeah, let's wrap things up. Pulling the cord. Anyway, I think from here on out, we're going to try and post YouTube videos on Sundays. I think I'm also going to stream on Sundays. The theme is still Girltopia, because we didn't do this. I'm very interested in Girltopia. I'm going to make it happen. Yeah, I'm giving the island top surgery. I know. You know how some boys will be like, this girl dated me and then she turned into a lesbian? That's what that rhino's gonna think of me. They'll be like, wow, Morgan came to visit me and then deleted me off of her Switch. Okay, close. Settings. Is there any secrets on here? There shouldn't be, right? I'll do it like this just in case. Let's see. I'm going to put restarting the islands. I guess I could have made like a mood board. Maybe I'll do that when we're not on stream. Abandoned her forever. Data management. Manage software? That's what I want, right? Delete? No. I don't want to delete the software, right? Software is not what I want. Is it system? Language? Where do I go? TV settings. It's gotta be in data management. Manage software. Delete save data. There we go. I got there. Can you? I use mood board for all of my islands. Maybe I'll do that. Not right now, but later. Oh, we've been playing Cult of the Lamb together. I think we talked about that in one of the Patreon videos. You can do it on their screens. I did not know that. Well. I love Cult of the Lamb. We haven't played it in like 3 weeks. We aren't playing it co-op. I really kind of want to. I think we might do it on stream maybe. We have streamed Cult of the Lamb before. I will probably do it again eventually. Right now, I think I'm going to try and focus on Animal Crossing on stream. And then... Really, Paula? It's so cute. Let us be the first to congratulate you on your wise decision to sign up for this adventure. Welcome to the check-in counter. Oh, wait, let me do it like that. Welcome to the check-in counter for your deserted island getaway package. There's so much to look forward to, but first, let us introduce you to ourselves. I'm Timmy with New Incorporated. And I'm Tommy. We'll be flying to the island to help you... What? We'll be flying to the island with you to help you get settled. Think of us as your partners. We're in it for the long haul, so let's get started, shall we? The first step is checking your application. Is this your first time applying for one of our packages? That's so fair. I've been playing it Take-Two with my roommate. It's been fun, but much longer game than I thought it would be. Really? I am very interested in It Takes Two. I want to make a TikTok, y'all. I don't think I will because I feel like it takes too much nuance to get the joke. I guess I probably could do something other than my own name, but I don't like to. I don't know how other people are... I don't know how family content creators, like family bloggers, do it. I don't know how they're doing it. Because, like, one thing that I have been, like, certainly sure of in having a baby and also having this job is that it really is a job. I tell you what, because I haven't been able to do it. And if it was not a job, I might be able to do it. Google says it takes 10 to 14 hours, and we played over 4 separate days. Interesting. Please choose your style. You can change this later. I didn't know that. I mean, I won't, but... Okay, let's see. That's like... This is what Felix looks like. This is probably what I look like. Let's see. I always pick the pigtails. Sorry. I think they're the cutest. Yeah, I don't have bangs. Is it silly? This is what my hair actually looks like. Let's do something different. And then I guess I'll do brown hair. Although I could be a cool guy with like silver hair. Okay, I hate these eyes. I know everyone loves them and I'm sorry. I think I want these ones. Oh, I don't know. These are cute. Yes, I have played Animal Crossing like so hard when everybody else was playing it. So I have done like a lot of the things. Okay, should we go with like a classic? What's the difference between that one and this one? Oh, the pointiness at the bottom. Some of the eyes are creepy. I think I'm gonna go with these like classic-y ones. My eyes are blue. Does that change my opinion? I've never seen anyone get these. With the eyebrows, they're cute. Let's see, we're doing Girltopia. Like, this is girl, this is girl. I also feel like this is kind of girl, you know what I mean? But like in a clown way. No. Is it a game? I think I'm between these ones and the first ones. Let's do these classic ones. I wish they had more than one eyelash, but the sparkle eyes is what I had on my first island. They're so cute. Yeah, no, I'm gonna stick with the classics. To me, these are the classics. I'm keeping this nose. I don't know if I want small mouth. What do we think? I think I'm gonna do small mouth. She's demure. Rosy little cheeks, obviously. It's a good, wait. It's so good for a game in such early development. Oh, interesting. All right, this is what we're going with. I'm growing out my brown hair. It's so cute. Have you guys seen me at my wedding? I was watching our wedding video the other day. Very girl, very topia. And I was like, I feel like my long brown hair was so cute. It's definitely like the prettiest I've ever felt in my life. It's early access, so a lot of content is coming, but it's so good. I really want to play Baldur's Gate 3. I might save up for a Steam Deck. I don't know, though. What I actually want is for them to send us one. But we're not popular enough. So if you guys have any friends who are like, hey, I'm looking for new things to do, you should be like, you should watch the Goofs. My pink, I think that's the thing. My pink hair was really a moment. My Miss Piggy haircut was really a moment. Yes. It's so good. I don't know. That's a great question. The pink ends, I'm so tired of them, but they're still too long for me to, like, cut them off. If I cut them off right now, I'd have, like, one of those weird, like, 1920s flappers bobs that, like, stops at, like, your ear. And I feel like it would just make my head look too much like a shape. Just, like, circle. Okay. I don't know. I was very brave to dye my hair pink, and it was unusual for me. This one has 2 waterfalls. I don't think I've ever had the pier on the right side. I'm going to go with double waterfall. Oh, the other one has 2 too. Okay. Does anyone want to place bets on who's going to be our... starter villagers? If you could only bring one thing with you to a deserted island, what would it be? Let's see. Something to kill time. Hazel? Hazel's a good choice. Cherry. I feel like I always get, like... I feel like I normally get, like, a Jock. Something to kill me. I love Pietro. I know everyone hates him, and I get it. I always end up with some Jock. There was one Jock that I liked. I think he was a duck. His name's like Scooter, maybe? And I really liked him. I feel like I always start with a Jock. Maybe you do. Maybe that's the thing. It's just like most of the Jocks are ugly. Hair by Pietro. So true. You always start with a Jock. It's a rule. Boo! If they want me to like the Jocks, they should make them less ugly. Okay, here we go. Here's the commercial. Should I make it really big so that it's like we're all on a vacation together? Isn't this so nice and romantic? Honey, I'm so glad you decided to take us on this deserted island. Get out your lighters. Come on, guys. You know the words. The game sound is very quiet. Please hold. Right now there's no sound, so I can't tell if it's a good one or not. Is that better? Is that too loud? I'm also gonna move this closer. Who is this? Ah, 2 uglies. Okay, I'm gonna see what fruit we have, and if it's ugly, we might start over again. So sorry to everyone. They're just so ugly. The wrestler ones are horrible. Am I being punished for some sort of crime? Okay. Oh my god. 2 really uglies. Super uggos. Oh my god. Bro, get out of my way, bro. I have to see how ugly these guys are. Okay. Ooh. That's not looking good. Okay. Mira's a little cute. Okay, what do we think the fruit is? Pears. Why are you wearing a night outfit and being a jock? This is a really cute starter outfit, though. The Chapel Run Wrestler is so true. She is kind of cute. There's no way we're gonna get two cutes, though. Okay, let's put it to a vote. I can't decide, so we're voting. Is everyone registered? Oh, I forgot I was in all caps still. You've got 1 minute. You've got 1 minute and the only options are yes or no. I know how much you love that. We've got nothing to lose if we restart, because we haven't done anything. I can pick these same hair options in a minute. Interesting. Honestly, I don't think any of the fruit is ugly. It'll take so long to get rid of the originals. It does. It takes so long. I mean, we do have amiibo cards, and with amiibo cards, you can kick anyone out. Okay, yes is winning by an overwhelming majority. Wait, if I close without saving, is it restarting it? Let's see. Pears is my least favorite because of green on green. That's so fair, actually. It's a very fair reason. Yes, it will remember. Mar. What? Mar, right? Now I'm realizing I only ever call you Mar DeLuna. But you changed your name on here. I see. Because I was literally just about to be like, oh, I know the person who makes Marshall. There's Marshall back there. Ooh. Behind this pillow. It doesn't even remember. Nice. Perfect. Hello, everyone say hi to Mardelina. Say hi, bestie. Love your stuff. Big fan. Mar's a local celebrity. Local to Portland, not to me. I change it because I get weird sometimes on stream and I don't want companies who search me up to see them. That's so fair. That's so true, bestie. Okay, here we go. I'm still just doing my name. Sorry I'm boring. Yeah, that's smart. Let's see. I do wish you could kind of skip this a little faster. This time I'm going to remember to take screenshots of the little commercial that happens. So I can use them when I put this on our streaming channel later. Okay, this is what we went with. This is what we went with. This. We did tiny mouth and this nose. And we did serious blush. I got an ugly outfit this time. Listen, I feel like if you are in a depression slump, there are two things that will always help, if not cure, every mental illness you have. And that is restarting your Animal Crossing island and starting a new farm on Stardew Valley. But I really want to... I was talking earlier about Cozy K stream with Tales of the Shire. I did not grow up on Lord of the Rings. My husband did. Did I say blonde? Am I blonde? Am I? Oh. That's alright. I can change it when we get there. I am a little sad because I really like the island layout that I picked. See, yeah, these are all bad comparatively. The island layout I had was so good. I kind of like that this is in the middle, though. We can always put a second waterfall in. I'm doing this. I will be acquiring Tales of the Shire with a swiftness never before seen when it comes out. Listen, I couldn't tell you, like, really any plot points of the films. And I'm not kidding, we just watched all 3 of them for Felix's birthday. All 3 of the Lord of the Rings. We didn't watch The Hobbit. But the vibes are so unmatched, it's insane. The vibes are so good. I will stop at, I think, 1:30, so like an hour and 15 minutes longer, because that's what I need to pump next. And I could technically pump on stream, because I have these like wearable ones that just go in your bra, but I am self-conscious about it already. If you didn't know this, I have that thing, I don't remember what it's called, but when I was breastfeeding, which I'm not, or pumping, it's like the whole 30 minutes that I'm doing it, I feel like I'm on the verge of a panic attack. The whole time. And I have to do it like 4 to 6 times a day. It's like a hormone thing. There's a name for it. It's horrible. It's horrible, but your kid only getting 4 ounces of breast milk a day at a minimum can like so prevent them from getting sick before all their vaccines come in. So I'm really trying to make it to a year. Because like on one of my little Facebook pages that I'm in, someone was like, and I actually thought she was very respectful. People were snotty, but the way that she asked the question was literally like, oh, here we go. Here's our commercial. Was like, I've seen that some people like breastfeed up to 2 years, and I kind of always thought that was like kind of creepy. But like, I see more people doing it. Like, why are y'all doing that? Like, is there a reason? And so many people were like, oh, my entire house had COVID, and my 1-year-old didn't even like appear sick or anything. And people be like, oh, my kid's in daycare and has never been sick because like the breast milk helps so much with their immune system. And maybe that's not true, but it makes me feel like at least right now it's worth doing. Now I have a very supportive husband, so if I stop tomorrow, like, you know, nobody would be mad at me. But a year is so far. So right now I'm like, I'm trying to make it to 4 months. And then after that, I'll be like, I'm trying to make it to 5 months. So that's what's going on. Anyway, so I would never pump on stream. And I also really don't like to pump around like people either. I usually try to be like just me and Felix and the baby if I can. Or I will warn everyone. And I'll be like, haha, don't talk to me. I just wanted one of the beach, which I got. Thank you. Though. I'm also going to get some of the island, for sure. But yeah, we have a secondary channel just for streams now. Yeah, it's so bonkers. I don't want to talk about it too much because I don't want anyone to feel bad if they couldn't breastfeed or don't want to or anything like that. Because it's so fair. Okay, we've got cherries. Cherries I can live with. It's just CouplaGoofs streams. And it's like connected to our first channel. Okay. I think I can live with this. I think I can live with this. How are we feeling? Because, like, while the goth dog is not, like, my vibe, it's very, like, it is girl. I would say peach would probably be my fruit of choice, but cherries I'm okay with. Yeah. I love it. I don't love this anteater, but I can definitely live with it. Yeah, we're feeling good? Okay. I can't believe I'm blonde and I didn't even notice. I'm such a blonde. Yeah, when can I change my look? I have to buy a mirror, right? He's very sweet once he has on a different shirt. Yeah, this is definitely better. Antonio's tail is very girl. The black and whiteness, I think it's kind of cute. He's like a mime. Cute, cute. Oh my god, when's the last time you guys watched Sesame Street? Because I'm telling you right now, it's so much better than you remember. Elmo, my baby, who can't really see further than 2 feet in front of him, loves Elmo. Loves him. I can't wait for Felix. I think they're going to do another Punch Needle drop potentially in the next, like, few months. But when they do that, I need them to also make something of Elmo for the baby. He loves Elmo. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to your new island. My name... Should I do, like, a man voice? My name is Tom Nook, and I'm the founder and president of Nook Incorporated. Yes, yes. Today is the first day of your new life on this pristine, lovely island, so congratulations. No, girl voice. Should we do a Donald Trump impression? A DT impression?
Yeehaw.
Hello, Sergeant Strawberry, welcome. And this is a package deal. As such, Nook Incorporated staff will always be here to support you and ensure your comfort and safety. But first things first. I'd like each of you to choose a spot of your own. It's so bad. It's the first step to putting down some real roots. How do I unsubscribe? He is talking about real estate. Like, okay, and I love Tom. Big fan of Tom. We love Tom. He's a capitalist, though. Please don't Coolsville sucks me. Let's just get started with a simple tent. Okay, I will get my tent from Timmy and Tommy. Hey, girl, give me a tent. Thank you. I feel like Sunday is the perfect day for a nap. Everything was sharing good things I haven't done. Amazing. I like Tom because he's cute, which is, I feel like, a good reason. I love you have a new job. Big fan. Huge. And then what does this guy want? I forgot. Oh, I put up my tent first. Perfect. Where do I want to be? It's always so hard to decide. There's like an app now that I saw forever ago that's like to help you design your island. Should we start maybe with everyone in like the back left-ish? I kind of like that. Although if I do way back there, I won't have a backyard. Just move to Maryland? This is the spot. Tom feels like your sweet uncle who doesn't always hit the mark, but his heart's in the right place. That's so true. Yellow tent. Are all the tents yellow? Am I misremembering? Oh my god, she's so cute. Listen. I feel like when you restart, it does something to you. I'll find you a spot. Yes, she's so cute. She has little earrings. She's really cute. We're here to accept all forms of girl. Girl with a capital G. Here, Cherry, you can be my next door neighbor. She is a punk lesbian. How do I get to my pockets? There we go. Yeah, this is the spot. Cute. Okay, and then where's Antonio? Antonio. Antonio. I demolished everything like a glutton for punishment. I'm excited to see her goth house. I'll find you a spot. Thanks, man. Yeah, the honk's cute. Antonio. Are you guys so excited for Joker 2? I haven't seen Joker 1. But what I will say... This is the spot. Is that I love that it's going to be a musical. Okay, I need a screenshot. Oh man. Excited for Paddington 3? I haven't listened to the new song from the musical. I haven't done anything. We have watched Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. And we're about to watch it for a second time to take notes so we can do a fake crimes, a real fake crimes episode about it. Okay, let's see. Blah, 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 blah. No one look at the fact that I'm blonde. Everyone forget. Oh, I forgot to make this tiny again. You guys said nothing to me. You're so nice. Love Gaga, hated Joker 1. What with my mom and she felt super uncomfortable. Ableist about who? About what? Speaking of which, I have to talk to everyone in a minute. Speaking of ableism. I thought you were saying Secret Wives of Mormon Lives. Wild Robots. Kids movie that's coming out soon. A robot who takes care of a dog. I remember seeing the trailer. I feel the start when the music gets somber when he laughed at the bus. I have not seen Joker, to be clear, so I have no idea what you're talking about. No one's in timeout. It's not about you guys being ableist. Okay, hold on. I wasn't paying attention to what they said, so. Trying to make double ramen. Oh. See? I feel like it should be scary that he cannot stop laughing, and it's interesting. Interesting. Alright, get some tree branches. I can't make anything yet? Alright. Ableism. So, and I am here. I would like everyone to know I am asking a question because maybe I'm here to learn something. And again, I can't make a TikTok about it because that's where nuance goes to die. And everyone would be like, you're horrible. I saw an Instagram post that was like suggested to me, probably because I follow some like OCD, like not unlearning, but like recovering OCD type pages. But it was something along the lines, you know, those like graphics people share where it's like, here's some helpful tips for you. But it was like 10 like ways that, like, if people in your life are doing these 10 things, then you need to drop them, essentially. Having to do with misophonia, which is like where you really don't like mouth noises, where they're like especially irritating to you, from what I understand from Googling. Anyway, and in the comments, people just kept using the word disability. And I would like to know if anyone here has it. Would you consider it a disability? That feels like a very big capitalized word to me. I wouldn't consider having OCD a disability, but also like mine's very like mild compared to other people. So like I am not disabled by it. So like, is it just that I don't know anyone who has it that terribly? You know what I mean? I feel it's disabling to me since it's related to my autism, and I see autism as a disability. See, that's what I said to Felix. And I was like, but none of the top comments had anything to do with people being like, right, I'm autistic. So, da-da-da-da. Depends on the person. OCD is a disability, but doesn't mean you have to consider yourself disabled for having it. OCD can lead to going off task. Interesting. It was just a very intense comment section. Nobody was arguing with each other. Well, they were kind of arguing about like who had it worse amongst themselves. And I was like, this doesn't feel like community. No, not the worst battle. I try to give people like a heads up for mouth noises. It's hard to remember because it's not something I think about, but I try, you know. Are my pigtails just like incredibly not equal with each other? And nobody said anything because you guys are so nice? I think so. That's fine. It's quirky. Yeah, it was like something I saw in the middle of the night, and the first thing I said when Felix got up was I was like, I'm gonna read you something. Because the Disability Olympics is so true. Right. The other thing is I was like, when I Googled it, I learned some things. Because I thought misophonia was like, I'm trying to think of something similar. I thought it was like arachnophobia. Like the way people use the word arachnophobia. Like you just don't like something. And I was like, if you just don't like something, is it a disability? And then when I Googled, there was a little bit more information about how like some people, it's like driving them crazy is like kind of what it said. Which is like probably not what you're supposed to say. But like it's clearly much more intense than anyone I knew people who I knew who had said it, they just like didn't like it. And I was like, right, I don't like lots of things. I had no idea it was like that serious. I feel like that for real. They look like cherries, they smell like cherries, and they even taste like cherries. No, that's so fair, Red. I feel like, and I've only gone in there a few times, but in our Discord, we have like a, oh shoot. What's it called? Like disability chat, basically. And I feel like it's not like that. It's a lot of people asking for advice. Not like medical advice, but like, where can you get the best this? I think my disability is sometimes used colloquially as my health condition. And it can be part of a larger disability talk.
He has restless baby syndrome.
Yeah, you want to snuggle?
Can you pick him up for yourself?
Yeah. Do you want to trade? You want to chat?
I thought you were going to do like the they can't see your face thing.
I can do that. Hold on. Please hold, everyone. Hello. Hold on, I'm gonna make myself so small. Look at that. And then, I'm realizing now I can't really do this with one hand. I know. I'm just gonna hide my... Is there a way to, like... What's the cutest way to do this? I know, but then it's just a big blank screen. Oh, what if I do the opposite of make myself small? There we go. Now I'm huge. I gotta keep him over here. There we go. There we go. Now you're a secret. Yeah. Did you have anything to say to anyone? Is saying I have a disease when you really mean I have a habit? I don't think it's offensive. I feel like it's clear that you're joking. Oh, that's true. That's a good point. That's also something I need 2 hands to do, though. Unfortunately. That's a great idea. What I need is... Hold on. Hold on. I'm doing something. I'm working late. I say I have a disease all the time. Someone who has a cocktail of chronic illnesses, I would probably be offending myself. Yeah, I feel like it's not like you're saying... No one's saying, like, I have a cancer. No one's saying I have a... You know? How's that? I feel sometimes a lot of people misuse stuff as hyperfixation. Hold on. Doesn't personally bother me as long as it's not diminished. Yes, that's how I feel. I feel like sometimes... There's like a phrase for this. But sometimes people would rather argue with someone who's like kind of in their own community over something really small than like, than something more serious. You know? So, like, sometimes people will message us and they'll be like, I noticed that you say the word crazy a lot. You really shouldn't. And so fair. It's something I'm trying to take out of my vocabulary. It's not the same, in my opinion, as some other words that some people like to say. Yeah. And so I'm like, maybe there are other things. My latest example, I have a disease where I think I should move to every city I visit. That is so true. Also, like, I'm a big fan of hyperboles, you know? In fighting for the sake of fighting. Thank you. Smart. Yeah. I'm going to put 2 of these in here. Can I do a second one? Will it let me? Nice. I'm just going to put it across the whole bottom. And then I can change them from side to side. Amazing. This is working well. Look at this. Bam. And that works. OMG twins. Triplets. Yeah. He's not looking at me. Graphic design is my passion. Yeah. He's not very yappy right now. Yeah. He's okay right now. Nobody can see him. Yeah, why did someone say that they thought it was offensive that you're saying I have a disease where? Gonzo multicam is so true. Girl, you should have seen me a few years ago. That's so true. I feel like it's kind of like, and maybe I'm wrong. I'm not, as we know here, I make lots of mistakes. But I don't really ever call, like, people crazy. I feel like if I'm using crazy, it's usually like that the situation is, like, so, yeah. So, like, mind-boggling. I am kind of quiet quitting pumping all the time. And I feel like that's the difference. Kind of like, at least when I was a kid, my mom was like, you can't call people stupid, but, like, I do sometimes say that, like, things are stupid. What I hate is people calling things lame when they say boring. That's so fair. I didn't really use lame very much anyway, so it was pretty easy to, you know, take out. And that's the thing, is some people already don't use certain words. See, I saw someone also say that wild was bad. Not bad. But they were like white people used wild to describe, like, indigenous folks for a long time, so, like, that's also not cool. And I'm like, okay, so, like, what do I say when something is like, I cannot believe all this happened? You know? I need more than just the word unbelievable. Yes. Some people are rude. Absurd is good. Bananas isn't a very professional word. Not that I'm being professional, but other people are. I have the right to call myself crazy because I am. No, that's so fair, not so binary. I think the other thing is, as we say on this channel, all the time, that I need everyone, especially anyone who has any interest in being a content creator, to hear, is that you are never, ever, 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 ever in your whole life ever going to find anyone who agrees with you on literally every single opinion you have. So, like, no matter what. We one time, maybe I won't give this example. I'm not. I already didn't. Yeah. You would be surprised at the amount of things that some person is like, oh, you shouldn't do this for this reason. But, like, they're kind of the only person in the world that it bothers. And other times, I will learn things all the time where it's like there's a whole group of people, yeah, who are from this community who have made videos on this subject about how, like, instead of doing this, you should do this. And I was like, oh, I didn't know. That's why it's important, if you want to be like, here's something you maybe don't know, you share it, but, like, nicely, you know? Yeah. It's hard when the vocabulary is literally made by racists and ableists. Yeah, you just gotta do what you can. There is. I don't know if you heard Felix. They said there's a Halloween slur that a lot of gay people love. On our channel, in our place of business, no one's ever gonna be in trouble for saying this. I'd like to be clear. Yes. The word that people use a lot at Halloween that is spooky. I don't know how to describe it otherwise. A couple years ago, I saw, like, one black creator talking about how that word without a Y was a slur. Yeah. For black people used for a long time. Never knew that. Never heard of that. I was like, okay, heard. Won't use that. There are some people in the black community who don't want people to use it with a Y either. There are also many more, at least on, like, the places I'm at, who are like, you can use it with a Y, that's fine. The same as, like, how the word monkey, like, for if you're talking about an actual monkey at the zoo, like it wouldn't be wrong to say because that's what you're talking about. So if you were to say like a spooky pumpkin, that would be fine. But there are other people who are like, don't use it at all. So anyway, on our channel, we try to not really use it, but like nobody's ever going to be in trouble for using it. You really can't use it without the Y, yeah. But also, if I heard someone saying that in my friend group, I would be like, hey, I don't know if you know this. Here's some information I heard. Do with that information what you will. It mishears the way very Southern people say retired is so true. Context matters, yeah. Yes. Scary, kind of. That's the thing, is it's not scary. I think that's the problem with a lot of it is like, there's like, it's like there's not really another word for a lot of things, you know? So you just try to do your best. But if anyone ever types it here, like in chat, I don't always, if it's with a Y, I'm not always like pausing everything to be like, just so you know, because I'm not trying to make anyone feel better. But I think we do have or at least I think we might have an exclamation point for without a Y, being like, hey, you're not in trouble, just so you know. This is like a thing we're trying to not say here. Anyway, I feel like all that's a great example. And I feel like our community's done a great job with it. Because it's something that we just learned a few years ago. And there are still many people who don't know. Yeah. What do you think? Yeah, I need someone to invent new words. That's kind of what we're doing, I guess. With things like Rap Ranscally. And Cuckoo Bananas. Yeah. Goodness. Yeah. You didn't want to hang out with Daddy anymore. That's okay, you don't have to. It does make it kind of hard for me to play the game. You seem not that worried about it, though. When all is lost, make up a word. So true. Okay, hold on. Perfect. Now you can only see me, not at all. I'll just hide me. No, it's okay. He's happy. You miss him?
Well, yes, but it's more like I don't want to be like he was hating being flat, but I bet he has forgotten that he hated flat.
It's an audio stream. Yeah, I should get someone to make a little, what are those little things where they're like a GIF, but of a person, of like a little cartoon person. Yeah. Podcast mode. The golden days of radio. I need a whimsical word replacer generator. Yes.
It's always the whimsical words that are racist.
Not always.
A lot, it feels like.
I can't think of a whimsical one. Yeah. You know that nobody can see you, so now you're going to talk. Yeah. 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 Whoa. 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 Yeah. He says, I'm not going to laugh for anyone, though. Okay, did you want to say goodbye? Say bye. What do you see? You looking at cinema roll? Okay. Please hold. I got to take this baby back to his daddy. Oh, sir. I found this baby. His parents abandoned him. Luckily, he's very cute. I know, that's why I stopped. All right, we're back. And boop. It's me, your mother. Oh, thank you. Nice. Back to the grind. All right, let's grab some cherries. Now, it's confusing because this dog's name is Cherry. How many did he want? 10? Six. Oh, okay, good. I'm glad y'all are paying attention. Here you go. There you go, Tommy. Anyway. Yeah. I think the other thing is, like, it's so funny because it's so true that cancel culture isn't, like, real past a certain point, but it is real under a certain point. Now you need a villager hunt for Sherry the bear. I don't know. Is she cute? Like, I'm sure you guys all heard about how Ellen was like, I got canceled, but she has a Netflix special. Girl. Come on. I think I'm gonna make myself more zoomed in. Cause like you can't. What does she think canceled is? Cause it's not that. There we go. How's that? Yes. So, a few years ago, like a year and a half ago, maybe, if I had to guess, people were like, Ellen's actually really mean to work for. Which, if you have any friends who work in LA, like, I have heard that for a while. I didn't think anything of it, because I gotta be honest. I think there are many things that, like, millennials and Gen Z do very well. Something that I feel they don't do very well is parasocial relationships. And, like, I guess same with Gen X, because Ellen's more like Gen X anyway. But, like, every famous person is a person who will make mistakes and will do things that you don't like. That is totally a reason for you to personally be like, I'm not interested in consuming this person's content or art or whatever anymore. But, like, it's the same as when we talked about how boycotts work on our, like, chores video. Like, there's a difference between there being, like, a called for boycott by, like, a union that's telling people to strike something, or, like, the BDS movement who was like, please focus on these, like, 10 things. Because if you try to not go to 50 different companies, it's not possible. But it got out that, like, Ellen's really, like, horrible to work for. What I would like to say is I don't know the specifics of that. What I will say is, like, I think it's interesting that Ellen has gotten so much flack when I think there are many other, like, cis white men comedians who have done worse, who very much still have platforms. The part of that is because, like, Ellen's whole thing is, like, being nice and, like, go out and be kind, right? Which is, like, I don't know. I'm not here to talk about whether or not she should have been, like, #canceled. What I am here to say is just the joke, which is that... What? Why won't it let me... Oh, there it goes. Which is that she, in her new Netflix special, she's like, yeah, I got canceled, which is crazy because she got paid millions of dollars to do that Netflix special. Girltopia. All right, perfect. So, like, she's not canceled. There are... James Corden's, I think, supposedly is mean. Lizzo got more shit for her dancers facing fat phobia when her brand is fat positive. Yes. Yeah, Lizzo's also on like a very loud intentional weight loss journey, I think, which is not a reason. Now, there are other reasons you could definitely argue for Lizzo to be canceled. Her being on a weight loss journey is not one of them. However, it is like the final nail in the coffin for why I personally unfollowed her. You know? And I don't know. People really, what I desperately need Gen Z and millennials to focus up on is the difference between having your own personal thoughts and choice and like doing what everyone else is doing. Hello, welcome. So glad that you're here. People get canceled more easily when they were seen as expendable to begin with is so true. There are plenty of people, I'm sure, who have disliked something that we did or said and blocked us, and that's fine. That's completely fine. But like, what I remember is Ellen being super friendly with conservative politicians like Bush somewhat recently. So fair. If I saw George Bush and we were sitting next to each other at an event, I wouldn't ignore him. I don't know, like people were, and I would like to be so clear right now, everyone. I do not like Taylor Swift, okay? I don't like her. I'm not a fan. So, I only tangentially know about this. But, like, I guess a few weeks ago, she was hugging some conservative girly. And people were, like, so mean about it. And I was like, maybe there's more to this than I know. So possible. I don't think that, like, being kind to anyone is, like, especially, like, the person, it's not like she's the politician. Like, I don't feel like that's a reason to be, like, hashtag canceled. Now, her saying nothing about so many of the things that are happening, that's one of the many reasons I personally don't like her. Yeah, I don't know. Similar to how I know people were, I guess, upset that Chappell Roan's, like, uncle is a Republican politician. And I was like, what else is she supposed to do? My parents are extremely conservative. My parents are not vaccinated. Took ivermectin at the height of the pandemic. Super Trumpy Republicans. What am I supposed to do about that? I already don't talk to them. What else do you want? So, anyway, all that to say. When people are called out for silly things, it takes away from people do actually shitty things. Yes, exactly. That is my point. If there's one thing you should know, it's that uncles are feral and uncontrollable. Yeah, some people have also been mad about the amount that we've talked about the baby, even though we don't share his name or his face. And if you want to unfollow us, that's so fine. That's okay. Is there cherry juice? Did he make us little Shirley Temples? I forgot why I started all of this. Oh, parasocial relationships. Yeah, one thing about young people that we got to get better about as a group, including myself, is that you got to remember that the people you follow are people who will make mistakes and will do things that you wouldn't necessarily do. And, like, similar to how you shouldn't just stop hanging out with your friends the minute that they decide to shop at Shein, even though you would never do that, you shouldn't do that with other people also. An ex-parent of mine is a raw milk drinking anti-vaxxer Trump supporter. I'm no contact. My relatives say nothing about me as a person. Yeah. Oh my god, they are so cute. Yeah, I don't know. Go off. Oh yeah, I go to my tent next. I think think the other thing is, like, I try really hard as a person who is, like, constantly unlearning things, especially as someone who grew up in the South. I am, like, always unlearning racism things all the time. Sorry, I thought one of our friends was here. Like, I don't think that... I would much rather, personally, support someone who is, like, making mistakes and being like, my bad, I did not realize that wasn't something that was cool. Now I know that. Even though, like, maybe they should have known better. Versus people who aren't trying to be any better. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. The unlearning never ends is so true. Yeah. It's also, there are things I change my mind about all the time. That's okay. Have you guys seen, Casey Davis had a video where someone was like, share your most, like, cuckoo bananas opinion, basically. And she was like, I think we should be euthanizing more cats and dogs that are, like, just living on the street. And then she, like, said some other rapid fire things. And then someone who knows about it, which she doesn't, Davis doesn't, was like, actually, like, what I'm a such and such is my job, and what I would recommend is not euthanizing all the, like, stray cats, but actually just, like, having a big movement to, like, spay and neuter stray cats and, like, kind of wipe them out. Not wipe them out, but, like, really minimize the, not overconsumption, overpopulation, I guess. All in once. And she responded and was like, oh, okay, then that's how I feel. It wasn't that strong of a stance, so it was easy to change. Exactly. That's, like, what it should be. That happens to me all the time. Someone will message me after stream and be like, oh, hey, this is actually a great example. This was, like, a year and a half ago. I don't know if this person's here or not. Like, a year and a half ago, maybe more, I was talking a lot. Hi, sweet baby. Hi, Hag Energy. Everyone say congrats to Hag Energy, who just had their baby. Very tiny baby. Between 1 day to a week old. I won't dox the baby. I forgot what I was saying. I was too excited. I don't remember. Oh, the example I was giving. I was complaining mostly about my mom, and I was like, my mom definitely is a narcissist, definitely has some sort of personality disorder, like, da-da-da-da. And, like, what I was essentially saying, or how it came off, I guess, is, like, that is what makes her a bad parent. And then someone messaged us. Actually, it was really long, so I was stressed, but it was actually super nice and super thoughtful. Was like, hey, like, I have a personality disorder, and, like, I think you should maybe change the way that you're talking about this when you're talking to your audience, because, like, you know, there are plenty of parents who have personality disorders who can be good parents. Like, just because your mom isn't one of them doesn't mean that, like, that was the problem necessarily. And I was a little butthurt at first, but then I read it a second time, and I was like, they're right. They're right. I should just phrase it differently. That's all. No one was gonna be like, actually, your mom didn't do anything wrong. That was not what that person was saying at all. What they were saying is like, hey, maybe change your language on this, because I think that it could be received in a negative way that you didn't necessarily intend. And I was like, okay, I can hear that. I can change the way I'm saying it. That is so fair. Yeah. Yes. Now, her personally having personality disorder does make it harder for her to change. But there are plenty of good parents out there who have personality disorders. There are plenty of good people out there. It wasn't my place. Now, if I was my mom, I guess, on stream, and for some reason got a lot of clarity and wanted to be like, I'm a bad parent because of this, that would be my prerogative. But yeah. Anyway, I feel like that's a great example of being like, hey, just like trying to share something that maybe you don't know. Take this information with what you will. And if I didn't take it and didn't change the way that I was saying things, then it would be up to that person to be like, well, maybe I don't want to support Morgan anymore. You know? Sorry, that was a really long way of being like, it is possible to learn and grow and do better and feel better. But it is hard. Maybe I should make the little streaming soon thing look like the Nook phone. There's no shame in admitting you were previously speaking from a less informed place. There's a lot of information in the world. No one has all of it. We do our best, and at our best, we try to learn. Exactly. White guys do get way more slack. The other thing about me, kind of related, but not very much. Something about me, you guys know, do you guys remember, if we're a similar age, I'm 30. When I was in, like, late middle school, early high school, there was a documentary that came out on National Geographic, something like that, about mermaids and all the, like, proof they have of mermaids. And it was a fake documentary that they put out for fun, for sillies. The footage they have isn't real. None of that. And I walk in, like, halfway through it. And I'm like, oh, mermaids are real. They're real. They have proof. Oh, my God, mermaids are real. So, like, when I tell you I really was kind of built in a lab to be, like, a Fox News kind of girl who didn't really question anything, I'm fighting demons up here by marrying someone who was like, did you Google that? Because, y'all, I didn't. I was not a Googler. I was a non-Googler. I married a Googler. Now I do be Googling. And I know, I tell that story and I'm like, yeah. I was only, 13 or whatever. And they're like, haha, so funny. Your brain isn't working so good at 13, but I need y'all to know, if I was not married to my husband, I would see that documentary now and be like, wow, mermaids are real. So, like, some people are very good at things. Naturally, I'm very charismatic. I'm very funny. Critical thinking is not something that comes naturally to me. And I am working on that. I am being better. But only because I married someone who pushes me to do that. I only heard about it and I was like, yeah, right. And I was convinced they were real. Sue me for trusting people. Yes. The Megalodon doc. Now, Megalodon was, like, real, right? It's just that we don't have, like, they just, like, have teeth. And that's it. Megalodon was real the same way, like, the giant old capybara from, like, millions of years ago is real. And, like, a bunch of other things. The documentary was about, like, him still being alive, right? Oh, no. I love to see D&D stats based on real people. I love watching too much D&D. I saw someone on TikTok saying they got a degree in psychology to try and prove that intense Christian Catholic upbringing causes brain damage. That I don't know if that's true, but it would not surprise me. I was a dragonology kid. Okay, wait, hang on. Should we do the, like, pick your... I'd like to be clear, I don't really think I have autism, so I don't think I'm really going to fall into any of these categories. But my husband has autism, and a lot of our community does, so here we go. I'm going to say, which kid were you? Because I knew an Egyptology kid. Egypt obsessed. Greek mythology baby. Dragons. I'm gonna do dragons and dinosaurs in one. Also, yes, I do have autism. Thanks for asking. Honestly, it's being raised on not questioning things, so it makes sense. Thank you. What's another thing? There's Egypt, Greek mythology, dragons, the Titanic. A colonial American kid? The ocean? Okay, we can do the ocean as the last one. What do they call it? I'm not romancer. What's it called when you're like... when you're looking at something with rose-colored glasses? I'm saying Titanic. Romancer is not the right word. Enthusiast? Trains, machines, nostalgia. Nostalgia's good. I didn't spell it right. I picked an extra letter. Romanticizer. Thank you. That's the word that I want. Musicals, Disney. That's true. I was really into both of those things. I'm just going to put the ocean with a bunch of exclamation points. Okay. I'm going to give you guys 3 full minutes on this. If you were none of these kids, sorry. You can either pick the closest one or not vote. You can only pick one. I wish they would let us do... special interest collecting is my special interest. I was definitely too into learning about wars. Okay, I'm going to tell you guys a secret. You guys know how you watch a film and there's like the kid who's like the main character and that kid's really into Egypt, perhaps. And then there's another kid who bullies that kid and is like, why can't you be normal? I was the bully. There's a girl named Amber who I'm sure is doing great because she was very smart. And I bullied the hell out of her when I was in the 3rd grade. She went to my church and I was like, Amber, stop talking about Egypt. We're here to learn about the Bible. And she was like, Egypt? And I was like, stop it. They always paired me with Amber, and I was like, I'll just make fun of her, and then maybe they won't pair me with her. Amber, if you're listening, I'm sorry. I was 8 years old and, you know, not being treated nicely in my home. I hope you're doing well. So all the time in my house, my husband will be like, you're the bully. And I'll be like, no, I was nice to most other people. I was mean to Amber. Amber, I'm sorry. I'm sure she makes more money than me, if that makes anyone feel better. Sorry to Amber. Gonna be canceled. I'd love to hear that growth from anyone who bullied me as a weird little kid. The kids who bullied me, I think I was just like, I was not confident, but I was like going through, not to be a bummer, but I was going through too many other serious fucking things to really care about the kids who were bullying me. They just called me fat. I was fat. I was like, okay, that's not news. And then that was it, really. So, like, they didn't bother me that much. I, like, tried to argue with them once and was like, you guys need to get a life. And I'm sure they're not watching. But they ended up all being losers. I've seen them on Facebook. They are not doing well. I also bullied people, not gonna lie, but we moved every 2 years. It started to be an eat or be eaten situation. People bullied me for being gay, and I said no at the time, but they ate. I was, in fact, gay. Why do the other kids always know first? I'm gonna be honest, that would have made me talk to you more about Egypt. Oh my gosh. She was just like, I was like, it's Sunday. We're not meant to be in school right now. Stop it. To be honest, either she was not bothered at all, or she had a very brave face. We ended up going to college together. She was very nice. They peer-reviewed me as gay, too. Turns out they were right. Okay. I have no bells, Tom Nook. I come from a capitalistic society. I'm blonde. My bully was on Love Island and no one wanted to couple her. The other kids always know if you're gay or autistic is so true. I don't know what it is. That's karma, baby. Here's the thing. I feel like if you were a bully and you were less than like 12 years old, you're picking that up from someone else and you're doing it. When you get a little older, come on. It's time to be nice now. Now we're in high school, it's time to be nice. Want to know if you're autistic? Don't go to a doctor, go to a middle school. It's so true. I think it's okay to eat your words. I transparently thought anime kids were weird, and the anime kids are winning. I was into anime in my freshman year. And then, like, halfway through my freshman year, I, like, lost a bunch of weight and got braces. And then I was like, I'm actually cool. You guys are weird. It was not a nice thing to do. I'm more affected by my middle school bullies now than any elementary ones. Listen, I was very nice in high school. Didn't have an enemy. Nice to everyone. Stuck up for... The other thing is I was really nice in elementary school. To my other kids in my class. I was not nice to Amber. I'm sorry to Amber. I was a tattler. Felix was a tattler. They're not here to defend themselves. Also a way to not have a ton of friends. Middle school is the worst. It's just awful. It's so bad. It's bad for everyone. It's bad for the people who work there. You should get paid extra to work in the middle school. It's so awful. But I think that's the thing is, even if you're the one that's getting bullied, like, you are also, I don't know, middle school should be, they should make everyone go home for those 3 years. I can't believe they gave me this cuckoo banana shirt. In 4th grade, I was trans. Wait. In 4th grade, before I was trans, some bullies told my boyfriend that I looked like girls. That I looked like a girl. And I said, well, obviously, which apparently wasn't the correct response. They should call it middle-aged quarantine. Nice. Yeah, sorry for the jump scare. My middle school got put on lockdown. Oh, this is actually a great point, because I was talking to Felix the other day about this. Did you guys have fights at your school? Because I guess at Felix's school they didn't really. I was like, no, we had like, very much we had like fights at the school. Like people, like throwing fists. Sometimes blood drawn. No boy fights. Mine had like 3 and 4 years. A few fights. I had to write witness statements. My high school did. We had a lot of fights. Kids just put their hands on me and I was upset. Do not touch them. People fought at my school for sure. In high school, yes. Ages 10 to 16. Before that, no. I graduated with like 500 and something people. So I went to a big school. So maybe that's part of it. Felix went to a smaller school for sure. Like comparatively. I think it might have been a big school for Albany. I have no idea. Like push me and yank my clothes in a bitchy way. Oh no, yeah, that's a fight. I thought you meant like people touching you in the hallway. Fans got out and I threw my Pinkie Pie keychain. I was not strong enough to own it. So-and-so is beating up so-and-so at the bus line. Yeah, they were. Ours weren't really planned. That I know of. I had 100 people in 3 fights in my class. It could have started a fight and I didn't fight back. Yeah, no, that's way more serious. I thought you just meant like I didn't like when people were touching me. And I was like, so fair, bestie. Good point. Is it a crime? I guess it's assault. Now that you bring it up, it is a crime. We had so many fights, the teachers were so over having to break them up, which is why we were on lockdown. That's so much. Teachers do not get paid enough. They sure do not get paid enough. Hi, Cherry. Welcome. Hello, Drake. Happy anniversary. Nice. Let's go learn how to DIY things. Is there a mirror in here? I've got to change myself to have brown hair. Because really, what would have happened? Yeah, I never got in a fight. My high school sweetheart got in a fight once in high school. And I was like, okay, actually, I thought it was cute. Not cute, but like, because she was beating up, she was in a fight. It's a long story, actually. It was not my honor, but it was like a little bit having to do with like me and this other girl. It's a long story, but yeah. I'm blonde on accident because I got too excited. I never got in any fights, but a lot of people tried to get me there. I was a band kid. Oh, I didn't see who won the poll. Can I see? Oh, no. Oh, view results. Greek mythology won. Greek mythology got 30%. Dragons and dinosaurs got 23%. Second place. Egypt got the least results. Yeah, I was definitely probably a bully in like elementary school. Although, maybe all bullies say this. I was like, maybe if I'm mean enough to this kid, to this one person, she'll stop being so weird, and then she won't get bullied by the other kids. And I was like, I'm gonna tough love this situation. And it turns out that doesn't help. All I did was probably make her feel bad. So I'm sorry to Amber. Here's what I learned as an adult. I need to tell you this conversation. I don't know if Felix can hear me. I can't talk. I don't remember where we were going. Felix and I are in the car driving. This was like 2 years ago. And I was like, something. I was talking about this situation. And I was like, yeah, it was just like, you know, do you not care that everyone else thinks you're so weird? Like, maybe if I just, like, keep telling you how weird you are, you'll be motivated to, like, be more cool and normal. And then you'll have more friends. And Felix was like, not everyone is motivated by having more friends and being thought of as cool. Some people are motivated by just doing things that they like. And, dear reader, that was absolutely news to me. Because I was like, what do you mean? And Felix was like, yeah, like when I like go to a place with new people, I'm not thinking like, how can I get all these people to like me and be the most memorable person? And I was like, that's all I'm thinking. What do you mean? When I go to an event with new people, I hope that when I leave the event, the moment I shut the door, everyone's like, Morgan was so funny. Her outfit was so cute. I thought it was really nice that she walked the balance of talking about things that were a little bit, like, relevant, but also still in a funny way. I'm hoping to win the room every time I walk in. And I was like 27 years old talking to my husband who found out at that moment that's not what everyone else is doing. I was like, what? No wonder she wasn't listening to me. She was like, no, what I want... She was way smarter than me, as I said. She was like, what my priorities are telling everyone about Egypt and learning about Egypt. When I go to places, my goal is for people to not remember me. I hope that girlie's an Egyptologist now. She's an actor. Not like really. The same way I'm an actor. Not a crime. I think she's been like an extra in some things, and then I think she works like a day job. I wasn't a believer. There was a girl in my class who was so spoiled and baby. She was so sensitive to anything, and she felt slighted by me one time. I told her mother. Her mother screamed at me like, okay, Jessica, the neurodivergent Latina with only her mother is torturing you while you're being horribly bullied. Listen. I have social anxiety, so my brain was convinced they would only remember for bad reasons. I overthink and hope people thought I cared enough about them by not talking about myself too much. Listen, you guys are right and nice, and I'm mean, I guess. So I figure I might as well have a good time. I feel like part of me being 30 is like not giving up, but it doesn't ruin my day at all when I find out someone doesn't like me or thinks I'm too much. Did I chase my friend with a softball bat? Yes, but I was never intensively mean, no. I was definitely accidentally mean. For sure. For a long time. Not a long time, but like I'm sure people would be like... I'm sure people would be like, Morgan really didn't give me her opinion in a nice way. But I would be like, someone would be like, do you like this dress for prom? And I'd be like, what are your goals? And they'd be like, oh, I want it to look nice. And I'd be like, I think your boobs look great, but I think like it makes you look kind of short. Are you worried about looking short? Hello, Dorian. Welcome. I didn't realize until I had married Felix. Casey Davis a long time ago posted the video. I think we talked about it on stream already, but I'm sure there's new people here. Thank you. I was like, I feel like I'm being honest. But anyway, Casey Davis talked about how, how allistic people aren't thinking about looking people in the eyes. Because someone asked. They were like, when someone says, like, making eye contact, what do they mean? And Casey Davis was like, allistic people aren't, like, thinking about your eyes. They're just, like, looking at your face as a whole unit, which is, like, how I feel. I'm never thinking about, like, the eye contact I'm making or, like, what's going on with my face or anything. And I told Felix, and Felix was like, haha, what do you mean?
I'm gonna wet my pants. I don't pee.
Yeah.
He's a high needs. Must be stared at, baby. If I think I can just leave this door open, he might be fine.
I mean, you can... Oh, I guess you can't bring him in here.
Right.
Hold on 1 second. I promise I'll repeat what I said.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Hello. I'm gonna hide my face again. Well, I'm gonna make myself small. Anyway, yeah, so Yeah. Felix was like, what do you mean? And I was like, yeah, I'm not really. Also, if you haven't been here, I don't know. I don't think I have autism. If I did, I don't. If I do, if some person did some sort of autism blood test and told me that I did, I'd be like, that's nice to know. It's not something that's like super relevant, if true. But anyway, I don't think I am. But Felix is autistic. And so I was like, yeah, what do you mean? I was like, when someone says like so-and-so's making eye contact, like Felix took it very literal, which makes sense. And the video that Casey Davis posted was like, it's more of like a phrase. The biggest thing that we've definitely talked about on stream, but I will bring up again for anyone who's new. During quarantine, Felix took the RADS-R test, which is like an online test to maybe see if you have like the traits of autism. It's not like a doctor or anything. It's like a self-diagnosis type thing, which is totally valid. But anyway, one of the questions is like, it's like when you're trying to remember something, do you picture your memories as if they're in like a filing system in your head or like something similar? And Felix like walks out of the room because they were by themselves taking the test. They walk out and like read the question and they were like, do you guys not do this? And Hannah and I were both there and we were like, what? I have never been so absolutely floored to learn that someone else is doing something in my life. When I'm trying to remember something, I'm just remembering it. I don't know what else to say. Like the SpongeBob scene, yes. And Felix was like, when I'm trying to remember something, I picture it as like little clouds above me. And I'm like pulling things out of the clouds. And I was like, what? What could that possibly mean? I have never in my life even considered thinking of that. I was like, no, I'm just remembering it. I took it while y'all were streaming and I had to keep being like, hey, what do you think any of this means? Oh, you took the RADS test. Yeah, their brain is like an office job. My memories are like flowcharts. Yeah. What do you think, baby? Yeah. Say daddy remembers things a little differently sometimes. That's okay. Sometimes we have to remember things differently. Do you see the microphone? Is that what you're looking at? You're being so quiet today. Sticky notes in my brain. I wonder if autistic people before cartoons thought that ways, or if it's just similar way but not so cartoony. Maybe. There's just empty space and vibes in my brain. That's so fair and so true. Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to think of other things that were on the test where... Oh, the other biggest thing that we've talked about here in particular is like chores. So when I'm like, it's time to clean the house, I'm not thinking like with the front part of my brain, with the engaged part at all, about what needs to be done and the steps to do it, really. I am like kind of making like a to-do list by being like, oh yeah, I need to remember to flip the laundry over in like an hour and a half. But I am not thinking, grab the dirty laundry, take the dirty laundry to the washing machine, put it in the washing machine, grab the soap, put the soap in there. And like Felix is, like, they're like thinking of every step. In line, there's just a disco where I panic at. Yeah. And I was like, oh. Right. And I was like, no wonder you're so tired after your cleaning. if you're like thinking that hard about it all the time, that's like so much. I never get one specific task done while cleaning. I just flip between chores, and sometimes none of them get fully done. Yeah, I mean, I genuinely really love cleaning. Throughout, like, our postpartum experience, a lot of people have been like, what can I do to help? And I am genuinely one of those people who's like, haha, can you come over and hold the baby while I get stuff done? Can you just, like, hang out with him and and feed him when he gets hungry so that I can do some other stuff? It's like when I learned some people don't have an internal monologue and it's just quiet in there. I don't, like, looking back, I don't know if I have one. I think I do. I feel like I only have an internal monologue sometimes. Does that make sense? It's like when things aren't really happening and I'm just, like, standing there. If I was standing there doing the dishes, I feel like I have an internal monologue going because I'm like, right, so what I need to do next is probably start the laundry, and then after that, and that's kind of what's going on. But, like, when I'm watching something or, I don't know, I feel like I have no thoughts. I like doing dishes fine. What I like about the dishes is it's the quickest way, in my opinion, to take the kitchen from being dirty to, like, mostly clean. Like, the dishes are usually most of what makes the kitchen dirty, at least at our house. So I like that it's, like, a quick way to make me feel better about the space. I don't know. Sleeping, I do feel like I definitely have an internal monologue. The only way I ever go to sleep is I turn on Bob's Burgers, like, in the background, and then, in my head, I, like, make up little, like, scenarios. So I'll be like, what would happen if I was at a concert? And then at the concert, they asked me to sing on stage. And then, you know, after the concert, I got to hang out with the band. Thank you. One thing, my greatest goal, I would say, my greatest hack, and it's not really a hack because I was just naturally born this way, I hope that my baby is also like this. I have always, probably because I am traumatized by being a parentified eldest daughter, but I am always doing things to make, like, the future easier for me. So, like, I'm always looking out for future Morgan. So I was that kid who got home from school and did my homework first so that I would not stress about it the rest of the afternoon. I always finished my projects with, like, plenty of time. I've always been like that when I'm in charge of something. I have, like, one last, like, maybe 30 minutes of filming for our next vlog, and then I have to edit it. And it doesn't come out for another week. I just learned there's a big community of people who watch Futurama every night to go to sleep. I've never seen, like, a full episode. It was always on at the emergency room when I was a kid. For some reason, it was, like, always on TV. I was a forget homework existed second. It was a sign kind of kid. It was the worst. So those kids, I was like, why aren't they just better at it? I don't understand. Me and my siblings, well, that's not true. My youngest brother was not like that. But all of us were, like, very, for the most part, responsible when it came to school. I did my homework or started it at school because I wasn't going to remember it. That's what we were told growing up. Yeah. Hello, Dorian.
Yeehaw.
Yeah, 7. I'm so serious. It's the same with my husband. Hey. When we first started living together, not that we fight a lot or that we fought a lot, but when we did, it was always me being like, why don't you just remember it?
That's so true.
Be like, okay, why don't you not do it like that?
It was very frustrating for some of us. Actually, it was very frustrating for all of us.
Yes, because I would be like, I told you twice to do the dishes. I asked you twice to do the dishes. And they'd be like, I forgot. And I'd be like, when you walk in the kitchen and there's a bunch of dishes everywhere.
It'd be like I asked you
How do you
twice
forget?
yesterday to do the dishes today, is what it would be. And I'd be like, it was never that you were like, right now can you do the dishes twice? And I was like, girl, hello, hi babies.
Yeah. I didn't understand that you were... It felt like you were doing it on
Morgan
purpose.
saw a TikTok video where somebody was explaining, like, that they have to think about...
I talked about that.
And cried. Did you tell them you cried?
No.
Morgan cried showing me this video and was like, is that what it's like for you? And I was like, yeah.
That's
like,
our entire relationship.
She was like, that sounds awful. And I was like,
is
okay.
me saying, is this what this is like for you?
Yeah, that's true.
When I hear a song that someone else wrote about being trans, I cry.
Every time.
And then I'm like, this must be hard.
And I'm
for
like,
everyone to be so mean to you.
Girl, it's not that
on
serious.
The internet.
It's okay.
As soon as I leave the room, the chore no longer exists.
Somebody needs a burp claw.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I was like, okay, I don't understand. I had this nice, perfect girl house. I invited this beautiful man to come live with me. And now all the time, I was like, I'm the nagging wife. And it turns out I was. But also my husband was the forgetful husband.
Yeah.
Assigned at birth.
It's not weaponized incompetence. It's just genuine incompetence. / needing to be told to do things slightly differently. Flailing.
Tell him about the pesto.
Okay. The meanest I've been since the baby's been born.
You really weren't mean. But something else that's really great about both of us
is the meanest I've been.
We're both really good about being like, give me a minute. Because I don't want to be mean, so just let me be quiet for a few minutes.
Well, I've had a lot of relationships. Here's the thing that's also hard is that I'm a late diagnosed lesbian.
That's your real disability.
Yeah, and so...
It's not the autism.
I dated a lot of men who were insufferable. And I just thought that was what it was supposed to be like, because I'm also...
Can you keep your head that way?
He's not gonna. Probably ought to. I mean, have you told them the rules? If he turns his head quickly and you see his face, we're live. Pretend you didn't see it. Sign the NDA.
Yeah.
You know? We're not super stressed.
No.
Anyway.
He doesn't want to be down that much.
No.
There you go.
I can scoot you this way.
Oh, yeah. You
right?
need 2 hands to, like...
Where's my...
I was going to make it small. Just click on it.
Oh. That was, like, exactly the moment where he would have been on screen. Because he turned around. So that's funny.
Yeah, that's why I put him over here in the corner.
Yeah. No, sorry. It was just funny because it was, like, right as I moved it. He was like, what are you up to, girl? It is fake news.
Nice,
What
go
are
ahead.
you up to? Okay. What the fuck was I talking about?
Pestos.
Oh, yeah. Well, men are fucking annoying. So,
Hey.
Whoa, sorry. We're trying to change how we talk about men.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Just
we don't
in
know
case,
if we
we
have
don't
one.
know his, whole
but
thing,
if we do have one, it's important. But the
people you've dated.
I have terrible taste is part of it.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, when you
Famously.
get the ick and then you just like kind of you get meaner with a person. I've been like the mean partner a lot in relationships that I had because it turns out I just was annoyed by every single thing that my boyfriend was doing. And that is on me slightly more than it's on society. Y'all know what I mean. It's like a very...
I already talked about how I bullied that girl in my church for liking Egypt too much, so it's a very honest stream.
I don't feel like it was... Yes, yeah. I wasn't like horrible or anything, you know, but I was like so often irritated by some man that I was dating. Oh my god, hello, Kayla. Yes.
Noah was here earlier.
It's like oh my god, you said hi, sweet baby, and I was like, I wonder if it's Noah.
Our tiniest baby.
Our tiniest baby. Anyway, what the
Seven's
fuck?
little brother.
Yes, the meanest. Yeah, that's so true. The meanest. But so Morgan and I aren't mean to each other.
You're so brave.
You're so brave. But the meanest, Morgan and I are not mean to each other. But the meanest I've been mean maybe like twice, and not even like really mean, like very
No, I
low
wouldn't say
level
mean.
mean compared to how mean I was to the cishet men that I
said
did.
moon, you didn't say anything.
I didn't hear you, but I thought it was bananas.
I said not really moon.
Not really moon. But the most mean I've been was when Morgan asked me to make her a pesto bagel.
I was trapped under the baby.
Morgan was trapped under the baby because I can't lift him, and sometimes he just like wants to be held. and it's like a whole thing, and it's so sad because I can't pick him up, like physically, like can't do it. It wouldn't be good. And he's, you know, very sweet and upset. And so, anyway, so Morgan has to hold him, but also Morgan had just woken up, and also she was, like, going to be pumping. So she's like, can you make my breakfast? Which is not an unhinged thing for her to ask me to do.
No, it happens most mornings.
Now it does, but now I, like, offer. It's different if it's my idea. Sorry. I don't know why. But this hadn't happened. I hadn't made you breakfast since getting
Not this breakfast,
top surgery. Since getting top surgery.
That's probably true.
That is true. Because I hadn't been able to. I couldn't, like, reach for things. And now I'm, like, starting to be able to reach for things. It was so bad. Oh, my God. Can you imagine if it was a shirt design? No, it's my boy or set. Yeah. So Morgan's like, can you make me a pesto and cream cheese bagel? And I got so enraged. And I wasn't, like, evil or anything. But I was like, okay. And, like, how do you want me to do it? Because for me, if I was having a pesto and cream cheese bagel, it would be crucially important that there be, like, a fairly thin layer of cream cheese and then, like, a fairly thin layer of pesto. If I was going to have them in 2 layers, which I wouldn't, I would, like, mix them together so I got the right ratio and then put them all on. So Morgan had already put 2 mini bagels in the toaster that had come out. So it's 4 halves of bagels that I'm doing this with. And so I said, okay, how do you want me to put the stuff on it? And I said it like that. And Morgan's like, normal amount of spit up. It's still happening.
My sock is so wet.
Baby.
Tell your story.
And so she's like, the normal way?
I did not say that's naughty.
You said it not
I said,
snotty.
oh, just the normal way.
And
I promise.
It was infuriating to me.
'Cause
Because
you were
what
like-
on earth is the normal way? To this woman, the normal way is you put a layer of cream cheese and then you put a layer of pesto on top. Which I have never seen anyone make a pesto bagel other than me, and I mix it together. So that's not the normal way.
I thought that was how you did it.
No. So anyway, it was infuriating. And I was like, oh, and it's also 4 halves of mini bagels that I'm doing. So I have to do 8 layers total. I'm doing a layer of cream cheese, layer of pesto.
Is that funny?
Alexa, turn on bed lights.
Alexa?
She's literally transphobic.
I think the internet might be doing something. Alexa,
How? We're still
turn on
here.
bed lights.
Do I say bagel weird?
No, they say bagel other places.
Do y'all say bagel? Yes. No, you're so right. But anyway, what happened was Morgan was like, just do it the normal way. And in my brain, I was like, fuck you. I'm not even going to ask you how thick of a layer of cream cheese or pesto you want. This is going to be disgusting to you.
Which is also not true.
Yeah, which is not true because
later that
Morgan's
day-
not fussy about, like, what layer of, like, whatever.
No, later that day I was like, how would you fuck it up?
Yeah, and
But
I was
it's
like,
because you have autism, and so if you had slightly the wrong,
yeah.
it would be wrong.
If there's too much jelly on a peanut butter and jelly, it ruins my sandwich.
It's inedible to you.
Bagel. I say bagel. Oh, do I say bagel? Bagel. A bagel. A bagel. A bagel. A bagel. Bagel? Bagel? Bagel. I'm probably saying bagel. Ooh, that's so funny. Thank you. Thank you, Yellow Lemons Tree. And that was what happened. And it was like the worst, like, fight that we've gotten in since the baby's been born. But
I
it's
was not in a fight.
it's never, you're never in a fight.
Yeah, I'm easygoing.
I'm in a fight with myself every time. I'm in a fight with myself, and Morgan finds out later sometimes.
In the moment, you were like, okay, I'm so irritated, you can't talk to me.
Yeah, I was like, I can't. And then I was like, I'm so irritated. And it's not funny right now, but it will be funny later. And it's because that's not how I make a pesto and cream cheese bagel.
That's an insane answer.
Yeah, I was like, that's absurd. And I have to do 8 layers. I was pissed. I was so fucking mad.
It's another, you have autism. And so,
Yeah.
If your thing was slightly wrong. Later that same day, I made myself grits with wet egg, but my egg wasn't very wet. And I was like, ugh, because I'm just not good at doing it. I've done it several times. And I think other things when I cook myself, I get better, and with the eggs, I don't.
She means a runny yolk in it still, when she says wet egg.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, and I was like, oh man, that's a bummer. But, like, I ate it. And you were like, I'm realizing now what the problem was this morning.
Yes. Yeah. Well, Bo and I were talking about it also. And I was like, Bo, what's the normal way to put pesto on a bagel? And they were like, I have no fucking clue. Yes. It was store-bought pesto. It's like the Costco pesto.
Yeah, it's fine. It's good.
Yeah. My dad got it, which is very sweet of him. Morgan's almost gone through the entire jar. She's been like chowing
I've had
down
it for
on
like
it.
a month, yeah.
Yeah. I think now
I
you've
was
inspired
making my
me.
own pesto the last 2 summers though, so like super fair question.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna get the there's like basil squeezy tube and vegan cream cheese and cashew pieces again, and do my own little, because I miss having pesto something, pesto bagel, pesto toast, pesto something. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, Paula. That's really funny. They're referencing the Susie store-bought pesto thing where that girl's like, call me crazy, but I've never liked store-bought pesto.
Oh my god, yes.
And then everybody's like, Susie, that's so crazy. Anyway, I'm a murderer, or like whatever.
They're gonna Coolsville sucks you.
Please don't Coolsville sucks me.
Did you hear my Tom Nook Donald Trump voice?
No. Girl, you're crazy. You're cuckoo bananas, woman.
I also talked about how this started. Is I talked about how I, used to bully Amber. Sorry to Amber. And then I was like, I just found out like 2 years ago we were at a stoplight, and I was like talking about that same situation with Felix, and I was like, yeah, but like I was bullying her because I was like, don't you want to be liked? Don't you want to have lots of friends? Stop being so weird all the time. And Felix was like, that's not what everyone thinks about all the time.
Right.
Some people don't care how many friends they have. They care about Egypt.
This is why you were sticking up for bullies moments ago.
Yeah.
When I heard you talking in here, and I was like, this is bully coded behavior to be like, probably their parents are bad, and I feel that way as an adult, but I'm still gonna talk about Jessica last name, who's a bitch, and I hate her, and I'm still allowed to hate her. Hold on. The Smallest Spoon says, I get that vibe because when I offer, I've assessed my capacity. But if someone asked me when I'm capable, when I'm having a day of it mentally, I transform into a butler and I'm livid about my career change. That's exactly how I felt. I was like, I do not want to make breakfast. I want to. Also, I was about to be going to sleep.
Yeah, it was the end of your day.
Yes. So Morgan had just woken up and I was like ready to be sleeping. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real. For real.
Amber, don't you want to learn about Jesus?
Amber doesn't get it. Now, there's some overlap with Egypt, actually. We just bought Prince of Egypt on VHS.
That's true.
Soundtrack fucks. I do think that the baby's going to think it's like a scary movie.
It is kind of scary.
Oh, yeah, no, it's like scary. But it's not, they didn't make it to be like...
No, it's supposed to be based on a true story.
Yeah, his face is still in it.
No, it doesn't.
For longer now. Girl. Oh, perfect. Show them his butt.
No, you can't see him. Don't worry.
I think the funniest part is you have to work opposite, and I do it wrong every time. Like, I would have thought that my rippy thing is on this side. Hat. Baby, who is hat?
When in doubt, make him hat.
Listen, up continues to be the same direction.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
I think we're ready to be done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mwah. Yeah. I know, you've been so brave.
You've
even
been very
though Mommy
brave.
was working.
We'll go snuggle normal now.
Yeah. He says, please. Luckily, I have hat.
Yeah. This will be on YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube later.
YouTube.
If you haven't seen our birth vlog, go watch it. Leave a comment, like it, tell your friends to watch it. Please.
It's so long. We also don't start like telling the birth story until literally 40 minutes in.
That's vlogging.
What? Hey, girl. What are you up to, girl?
He's eating a Malona bar.
For a second, I was like, did you steal one of our Malonas? And then I forgot that they have upstairs Malona.
I thought that sometime in the future you might want to have a picture of y'all.
Oh, yeah.
Doofenshmirtz included.
Yeah. Goofenschmitz is cute. It is a full-length feature. It is a full-length feature.
It's literally, it's a full movie.
If you're just, like, only nosy and
I forgot to do the chapters. Yeah.
Don't care about, like, the first bit where it's, like, actually live,
where it's
us
like
going to the
vlog
hospital back
style.
and forth. Yeah, you can skip to, like, 40 minutes in.
Yeah, I need to... I'm going to post something in our story with the names of our nurses who follow us on...
I think just one does.
I think both of them do now.
That makes
But
sense.
I can't find them, and so I do. Do you think is it against HIPAA? Is it reverse against HIPAA if I post their names and say
I think you can say Libby.
Libby, Casey,
Libby, respond.
if you're here, please respond so I can follow you back.
I want to follow you, please.
Also, we mention you in the birth vlog, but not by name.
Yes.
But now, here's your names.
We
also.
talk about you being hot and nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our doula we follow, but that's different.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Did you have anything else for the people?
That's it. I don't know. I'm definitely gonna stream next Sunday. I will chat with my husband about if I stream again between now and then. But I'm gonna try and play a little bit every day so that we keep our bells.
Ooh. You're not going to time travel.
No, I'm gonna try not to.
Oh.
We'll see.
Good luck, girl.
Yeah.
Good luck, babe. Okay. Love y'all.
Love you. Goodbye.
What the fuck? Okay.